you can go look across the other side. The still big support picks are already banned away. I mean, the Alistar, the Rel, maybe you go back towards something like the Leona or the Rakan here, but genuinely, Tristana is now the big pickup for this bottom lane of RNG.
See what they want to do as we go for as much as possible in this AD carry role, and again, looking towards that bot side. Tristana locked in. Do you just kind of look into locking your jungler? The answer is yes. It's going to be Udyr versus Hecarim. The fast and the furious coming out here in the jungle once again.
So they are hoping the Xayah here. I kind of get it. I think that's probably your best bet here. But I think that what you probably want to do is look to pair this with something like the Rakan. Make sure you've got a nice dive buddy to go in with the Hecarim. You don't really want to... Okay, I was going to say lock in the picks too early here. This Jayce pick has been flexed back and forth over and over throughout this series, but it hasn't found a home. It hasn't found a big win. And we've already seen Xiaohu's happy to just take the Gragas. He'll gracefully lose in the top side and then power home a victory in team fights.
And like they mentioned on the analyst desk, it has been Ming who has been totally fine with taking any support he has been given. He has been fine with the Nautilus. He was fine in game 3 as well. It has been Crisp who hasn't been able to step up. It's been Crisp who's been struggling when this support pool has been pinched.
And now you've got to look and go, okay, well, we're probably going to see that again here, right? Because as RNG on this red side, you get first rotation on your support. It means that then you can ban away supports here. You nullify Crisp already. And that ability we talked about at the very start of game 1 to play through Crisp, Doinb and Tian is just completely gone now.
Well, the Twisted Fate going to be the final ban here for RNG. Again, something that has that global pressure, something that has been banned continuously in this series. It is 4 for 4 bans alongside the Lucian, the Alistar, the Tahm Kench, and the Thresh. Final ban is going to be that Nautilus. Now, where do you go if you're RNG for your support pick? Bearing in mind, that Gragas could also still be support.
It looks like that is going to be the case. They're basically calling out Doinb here saying, hey, look, you're probably going to go towards the Victor here. Maybe you go back towards the Akali that we saw in the last game. We're not overly worried. This would be a nice adaptation, though. If you take the Ryze, you can then double down on this pressure topside for Nuguri and make sure that you're able to actually get the ball rolling, play through side lanes, and turn that around on RNG that we saw from them in game 2 of the day.
Well, Chris back on the Galio. He did have it in game 1 when we saw these very similar bans coming out. And now we're going to see maybe something different here from RNG. Could go for the Sett support. It has been something that a lot of teams in the LPL did favor, but that was a very long time ago.
I have an idea in my head.
Uh-oh. Well, are you going to wait till this is long? Okay,
yeah.
Now, tell me your idea.
Where's the Orianna going? Because we have seen Xiaohu take the Orianna top before.
Oh.
And I'm wondering if in this situation, they take the Sett into the mid lane. But it looks like I've been drinking way too much of the RNG stuff. I'm just like,
Put the Kool-Aid down.
Yeah.
Put the Kool-Aid down as we wait to see now how these picks, we are waiting to see now if they're able to kind of go for them. There is a current bug right now where sometimes it does mess up. You can't actually trade with certain people and certain champions, but we will wait and see. I don't see a reason why you would try and change such a tried and tested method as the Gragas AP top and of course the Orianna into the mid lane. We got a couple of seconds. To anyone who does not know, you have until 20 seconds on the timer to make your swaps.
I'm gonna just talk about it as is, because it looks like it is just going to be a very strong front to back sort of team fight coming through from RNG, with the Sett being able to provide that big engage tool, and especially when you look towards the Hecarim, being able to get him back out of the fight to make sure that he's going to be okay, and still having a reasonably strong time against this Galio on the bottom side, I think works super well. A lot of the times when you go towards these super heavy engage supports like the Gragas, the Leonas, and this sort of stuff, Galio does really well because he's able to lock you down. This situation though, Sett is able to take the beating and turn it right back with the haymaker, so giving a strong bot lane over towards RNG.
Well, RNG, the bot lane has been kind of the early action as such. That's where they've been getting those early advantages that kind of quelled FPX's momentum, that have stopped them from running rampant around the map and, forcing the likes of, Tian and Nuguri to look towards that bot lane to stop the fires. But for FPX, you've got the solo lanes, you've got the Hecarim, which is the important thing here, and you've got yourself one opportunity to win a game to send us to game 5. The crowd is ready. They want Game 5. I want Game 5. And all you beautiful people at home want Game 5 as well. As we jump onto the Rift and check where these junglers are going to start. Because we've talked about it a couple of times. We've seen Tian go Dragon side to top side pretty much exclusively.
Yeah, I mean,
does he try change something out?
It's been pretty much him the entire time, moving from bot in towards that top to support Nuguri, and I really don't see it being any different here. I think when you've got this Jayce pick, you need to be able to support it, but I want to see them triple down on top side. As FPX, your win condition right now is to just pile drive through Xiaohu. Whatever the hell you need to do, you get towards top side with the Realm Warp, with Tian, you dive over and over again and make sure that you're able to set up Nuguri for success. Otherwise, RNG are just going to be able to play out this slow early game where they end up just beating you out with superior team fighting compositions in the later portion of the game.
It's a quick one to notice. It was very impactful in Game 3. The summoner spells for the AD carries. It is a cleanse for Gala, and it is a heal for Lwx. So versus, of course, you have got the Ignite for Ming and the Exhaust for Crisp. So the side of FPX are very much aware that they could get jumped on. They need to be able to survive.
I'm a bit worried about this bottom side of the map, though, because I feel like when I look towards Gala and Ming, I'm still looking at this very heavy pushing bot side. You're giving a lot of control towards Wei. And again, they can start to turn this in towards Dragons. If you go for these plays as Doinb in the top side of the map, you are gifting over full control bot side. And when I see Tristana, I always have to remind myself how good the turret taking is from this champion. Especially like even if you look over in Europe, they're willing to put, or even at the LCS finals, where you can, put that Tristana in the top lane, nullify the advantages that bot lane turret taking is supposed to have because she's so strong. So if you end up putting all your eggs in the RNG bot lane basket, it can really pay dividends here as long as Xiaohu can stay safe in the top lane.
That's the key, though, isn't it? Xiaohu still needs to be relevant. Xiaohu still needs to be able to have an impact. And something with the Gragas that doesn't really need that many funds does end up lending itself to kind of saying, like you said, RNG, they're going towards the bot lane basket, as we see both supports flex. Yeah. They both just flexed, and they were just like, all right, I'll see you later.
Yeah, that could have been something. That could have been.
You never know. No. Keep yourself on your toes. But yeah, and like that's the thing right now is that we saw in Game 1, Gala got all the resources, wasn't able to carry. We've seen it in Game 2 and 3. More so in Game 3, he was definitely able to carry. So the options are there for RNG, and it's great to see because talk about the start of the day, Frostgurn was kind of saying, RNG, as of right now, from the information we had been given by them, they only really showed one style, one kind of, setup for themselves. They are proving that they have got a little bit more in the tank as they move forward throughout this finals.
So I'm looking at Tian here. Doinb has just reset the TP mid. Cryin could reset and actually look to match this TP into topside to keep Xiaohu safe, but it might be too late.
Might be. The flash is there. Flash is good. They are going to have to back away. Tian taking a lot of hurt here. He's going to have to run away from Wei. Flash, bear, slap into the Phoenix, but he's getting knocked back. They're trying to keep him alive, but it's just not possible. Nuguri in a 1v2, and Wei with the double kill.
And Xiaohu, he's got his wards everywhere. He's got the protectors, and it's Wei waiting in the wings. He flies on the Phoenix and absolutely smacks down FPX.
The crowd love it, and again, RNG with a very quick early game double kill. We saw this in Game 3, they now have it in Game 4, and the worst part for them right now is that it's up towards that top side, which should be their stronger side.
It has been both kills going to Wei, though. Wei is now 2-0, accelerated towards a chem tank, can be very tanky. He needs to try and set these plays up elsewhere. However, this is just incredibly well played by Xiaohu. Great flash. And at this stage, I think for Nuguri, you honestly probably just completely turn on towards Xiaohu. See if you can burst out the Gragas, but as that passive is rolling through, the Gragas gets too much health, and it means that there's just nothing left now. As Tian again, you're kind of like, right, well, lads, we got to go for take 2. Next wave should net Doinb that level 6, and maybe, just maybe off this bounce back, you can make something happen for FPX, but Cryi's doing a great job of trading against Doinb and keeping him honest in this mid lane.
when you keep FPX in a box, when you're able to stop them from making those big rotations, from getting themselves to roam around. We talked about how Doinb, despite being on these, as you say, meta picks with the Orianna, the Ryze, the Victor, he has been able in previous series to get out onto the map, to get down into that bot side, to get up into the top side and create advantages. He hasn't been able to do that this series.
But it's Wei who has. And Wei is now turned around that play. He's now got the Dragon. And this was one of the things that we talked about a lot during the regular split, is how good RNG are at reading the opponent's win condition and just shutting it down. And you can see there, Wei is like, hey, look, I could sit around, but oh,
Xiaohu. Xiaohu almost got it, and you might be thinking, why did he belly bot backwards? The hitbox is so large, it would have pushed Nuguri back towards the turret. That's how smart that play could have been, but
no mana.
He's no mana. You've only got maybe a Rune Prison, and Wei is there. There is a way back into this, and now Doinb, he's had to been waiting to try and commit to this. Nuguri has to just kind of back away a little bit. The acceleration gate's not there, and it's negated again.
Again, RNG playing around their opponent's win conditions. They need to play through Nuguri. They need to double down with Doinb. But Wei has just been camping this top side, making sure nothing can happen. Cryin was even rotating up, and now...
Here we go. There's the Realm Warp. The Onslaught of Shadows comes out, and they are looking for Xiaohu, who's getting a fair bit of damage. They're ignoring Wei. That Phoenix stand is a lot to deal with. They will kill off Xiaohu. Wei goes very deep. He will get a trade back of a kill. Can he get out? He's a very fast bear. They're trying to give it over to Doinb. They will be able to get it. That is a shutdown. They do get the 2 kills, but that was dicey.
They got too confident. RNG, you just needed to back away. You had no mana on Xiaohu. Cryin was get your advantages mid. You didn't need to commit. Xiaohu, though.
He has got himself the belly bump, but the phase rush is just too good for Doinb. Even without mana, he's able to get himself a Rune Prison, get himself to safety.
But he stopped the back. Now Cryin again. 3 plates going to be able to go across towards Cryin in his mid lane. When you look at the bot side, massive CS advantage opening up as well. So even though RNG are putting all their advantages in towards top side, the lanes are getting advantages elsewhere. And when FPX aren't able to double down on these plays, it's not looking so hot. Now, they do manage to get the 2 kills here, thanks to a nice onslaught of shadows from Tian, and Wei going a little bit deep to try and make this play work, but still, RNG, they're keeping FPX in that box you talked about, Penguin, keeping them under control.
They haven't been able to be unleashed. FPX still trying to figure out how they find their advantages as Ming pushes himself up towards this top side. He's just covering for Wei, but Doinb might have to be a little bit careful. Crisp is there. There's the taunt on top of the Rune Prison, and it's actually just a kind of, oh, the shockwave misses, completely whiffs, and that actually turns around and ends up being Tian going too far forward. Doinb was heading out. The rest of RNG were heading in. They don't get the Rift Herald just yet, but they still get themselves another kill.
This is looking good for RNG, Penguin. An early game lead of 2,000 gold. Rift Herald about to go into their pockets. Gala feeling himself bot side, but doesn't want to fully commit. RNG, they are firmly in control. They are 1 win away from taking it all.
Oh, and there's Ming. It's the Ming movement. It's just Ming things as they get him in with the belly bop, with the knockback, with the haymaker, and Nuguri is in hell. Welcome to the LPL.
You might be a world champion, but we got a few of them around here, and honestly, they're kind of struggling in this series. FPX now, again, suffering on this top side. The Ming VP able to come up towards that top lane and keeping Nuguri down. Now, Gala needs to be safe, but again, the problems with this draft, the problems when you only get your hands on a Galio support is you can't punish Gala left on his own in the bot lane.
And we've mentioned it time and time again throughout this series. Ming has been exceptional, beyond exceptional. Crisp hasn't had the same impact, and it's just not really working out for FPX. They almost feel like they're kind of a man down sometimes because Crisp is trying, but it's just not being set up for success. All these support bans are just crippling them.
And I was genuinely worried when we started to see the Jinxes and the Aphelioses and these immobile AD carries coming into RNG. Because I was like, well, Ming is now stuck in the bottom side of the map. But the fact he's been able to stick towards like the likes of this Tristana means that you actually don't have to hold Ming accountable in this bottom lane. You can play as safe as you want as Tristana, and it gives RNG control of this early game. It allows them to start to get the snowball rolling. They're now 2,000 gold up. We have Dragon in 30 seconds. You can get resets that are about to come through for RNG, and you've already got your first mythic completed on way.
It's a dire strait right now for the side of FPX. They need a flash of brilliance. This could be the man to deliver it. Flashing, Cryin trying to get himself away, but the onslaught of shadows is good alongside with Doinb, but it's Crisp who picks up the kill. Now Xiaohu and Nuguri going toe-to-toe. Flash belly bop! Xiaohu! Whoa, that was clean.
I'm sorry, Nuguri. Did someone say that you were looking like the best? No, I got to put you in your place, and now way he's got company with Ming.
No, he's going to have himself a little bit, but Chris wasn't too far away. They might be able to turn this one around. As you can see there, Hecarim was around this vicinity. The objective right now for FPX is to stop these early stacks.
And they will get it. Nuguri has TP.
Oh, will they? Showstopper. There's the TP coming in, though. It's a double TP. It's going to be an all-out brawl as Doinb is dead. Lwx flashes, but Gala says, I can flash 2. And there's 2. There's 3. It's going to be 4. The RNG are ripping FPX apart.
It's a 4 versus 5, Penguin. This is illegal. This isn't allowed. How do you demolish FPX when you're a man down?
This game has been blown wide open. FPX went for the play at Dragon. Ming goes straight in with the showstopper, recognizing that he had the rest of his team with TPs in tow, and he creates such a pressure point now. They've got bot lane, they've pushed out top. They're going to be able to get so much gold onto this Tristana.
I'll be the first to admit, LPL playoffs and predictions have not been our strong point.
No.
But when we tried to predict coming into today what this was going to look like, we said, right, you know what, Nuguri and Tian, they're the strong point for FPX. They are 1-5 and 0-3. When it came towards team fights, we said pound for pound, FPX are better. We said Gala could not stand up. Gala outplays Lwx every single opportunity he gets in this series. And now, you are done for. There's another fight!
Are you done for? TPs are going to be committed here. I think FPX, you've stayed too long. You don't belong here. You cannot take these fights. The onslaught of shadows from Tian does nothing. And the ponies in the stables, he will be taken to the glue factory. The Galio is dead as well. Nuguri, where are you going to hide? Where are you going to go? This is LPL. There is no way you can get away from the blood god. And FPX are just being torn asunder. Nuguri, tick, tick, boom! Gala gets himself another kill. RNG are just wiping the floor with FPX.
The Blood God demands a sacrifice, and it is in gold for RNG. 7,000 gold, and we're not even at the 14-minute mark. This is next level from RNG. This is RNG putting their foot down, and this is your potential MSI representative from the LPL.
And this is why we have double elimination for our top 4. RNG got routed, got destroyed, bit the dust, and here they are, 7,000 gold up. In game 4, 1 game away from getting themselves a ticket to MSI and getting themselves back atop the throne of LPL.
The Emperor of Spring, Xiaohu, the little tiger, having to move from his nice home in mid lane to top. And everyone doubted him. Everyone said RNG was done. It was another disaster. But here you go. In that 2v3, it's a great engage coming through from Ming, the TP coming in from Xiaohu, and again it's RNG. They're just out moving on the map, using TPs. Look at where Lwx is positioned. You don't take these fights, you just lost the 4 versus 5, like literally 20 seconds before this.
Oh no, the panic buttons are being hit right now as FPX try and find something. Ming was reeling himself up for maybe a little bit of a flash engage, but decided against it, and FPX, I don't know what to tell you guys. You need a miracle. You need a throw. You need something to go your way. That's something And that's one little small thing. They need about 20 more of those.
Yeah, but maybe not with the tower going down in the meantime as well, because that's the mid lane. Now they're looking for a bit more, though.
They are. Cryin gets caught out. Shockwave on the 3, but it's not enough to keep him alive. 2 quick kills. FPX, they're trying to get the gold back in their pockets.
Rift Herald has just spawned as well. They might actually be able to nab that one for themselves. So at least it's something, but Wei is here. Wei is playing protection, but look at that gold on the left-hand side. 7 or nearly 8,000 gold for Gala already. And the next closest member is Doinb, and he's barely touching 7th K.
One thing LPL has taught me over the year or so, split I should say, I've been casting
means nothing.
As, Gold means nothing. All the statistics are wrong, and whoever wins, wins. So it is not over until the Nexus explodes. Oh, he's trying to go for a flank. Thank you so much for that picture-in-picture replay. It just shows you how he gets caught. And this is good for FPX. This is how you try and get back into this game, because you're slowing down the pace. The momentum is slowed down. Yes, you are in a gigantic hole. Do not get it twisted. But it is still something.
Dragon, 13 seconds away. RNG fully in control. Flashes and cleanse on Gala.
He has no mana.
This guy has got Kraken Slayer and Phantom Dancer. Once again, he's in prime position to be the carry. Wasn't able to quite do it in game number 1. He gets a second chance here.
Look at Ming. Ming circling around the back of this pit. He knows his job is to get the swishiest person. Wei's got the inside track. They have to go for this dragon. There's the explosive cast. Tian was not hit. Everfrost has been used as well. I don't think you can go for this. Tian goes for the smite, but he can't get it. And that's going to mean the go sign. The trigger has been pulled. You cannot protect Nuguri anymore. They go in with all their team fight assets. But Chris, yes, you got a very, very nice ultimate, but there's nothing there for you. Now, Doinb, you have to be the machine gun. You have to be the guy to carry this. But it's not your day. It's RNG's. And RNG clean up house.
It's RNG all day, every day today, as they are pummeling through FPX. Gala now on this bottom side, pushing in towards these towers. The Rift Tower was popped in mid. That inhibitor turret's already low. This is power galore to RNG.
10,000 gold. Soul point. And a hell of a lot of momentum behind you. RNG are one team fight away from cementing themselves as the LPL Spring 2021 champions and the representative for LPL at MSI.
Bow down, Nuguri. Know when you have been bested. Gala picks up another kill in this bottom lane. 6-0 for Gala. 6 towers stand in the way, and there's nothing to stop RNG. They are masters of their fate here today. They are the ones that want to make sure they take back their rightful throne.
Feels like it's written. Feels like this is the way this game goes. You've got level leads, you've got gold leads, you've got item leads, everything's a lead. FPX, you need a miracle. There is no short. It's not even a mistake. It's a miracle right now, and I just don't think it's going to happen.
How do you even go about it, right? You've got 3 minutes until the next dragon. RNG are free to just use the fact that Gala is huge to start sieging on towards these turrets. They push in mid, they rotate top, they take the last outer turret you have left, and then they can fall back to Baron, which hasn't even spawned yet. They can fall back to Dragon.
God, you're right.
This is such a massive, massive lead for RNG, and it's not even one pick. It's oh no.
Oh, Lwx, fancy feet, but he gets hit by the explosive cast, and you got nowhere else to go, buddy. Xiaohu getting his 5th kill on this AP Gragas, and I like this from FPX. They try to go for something, but when one thing goes their way, another thing goes out the window.
This is done. This is over. This is RNG taking everything back. This is their road to not only LPL success, international success, as they look to take on the best the world has to offer at MSI. This is a statement series from RNG.
Everyone had written them off. The narrative was Nuguri against Damwon Kia. That was the narrative. That's what people wanted to see. The World Championship top laner who was sent to MSI, sent to LPL, was going to have a chance of, you know, facing against his old teammates. Not today. They did not count out or count in RNG's just pure, fantastical team fights. And again, he doesn't get the flashiest plays, but Ming has been insane this series. Ming is honest, regardless of whoever gets it, he's my finals MVP because he has just created everything for RNG that has gone well.
He's been absolutely insane. Setting up this bot lane play, working with Wei, keeping Xiaohu safe, getting the ball rolling for RNG. TP from Xiaohu.
Oh, this could be it. Flash forward. It's not going to be enough to stop Xiaohu. And they find Lwx again. The big man goes golden. And it's a fight separated. You don't have your players. You don't have anywhere to go. The shockwave. Everything used. This could be it, Dagda.
They don't need Baron. They don't need Dragon Soul. They are staring down the barrel. They are putting themselves at the forefront onto the world stage.
Form is temporary, but class is permanent. RNG will take down the Phoenix. What is a legend to a king? And what is a king to a god? RNG are your spring 2021 LPL champions.
RNG, the old gods return with a familiar name. A new set of faces, new places where they call home. But this is the giants we know and love in the LPL.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. RNG back on top. And what a way to do it. What a way to do it. Congratulations, Royal Never Give Up. Your 2021 Spring Champions and your representative for LPL at MSI.
And you can see Tabe rushing to the stage as they lift the Silver Dragon Cup. A moment that's been a long time coming for RNG.
We're going to send it over to Wendy, who's going to be taking us through the